So something else that's coming up for me that just came in because you were speaking about being nothing and people want to be something. Again, in my group, I felt at one point, so people were, quite a few of them were sharing with me how they felt like intimidated by me, or um, they felt because I was able to speak quite eloquently and say exactly what I was feeling, including, feeling contracted when someone said something. And they were saying all of these things, and some of them, felt threatened, and some of them were like complimenting me without feeling threatened. And I started to feel in that moment, "Ooh, I'm special," or or "I'm, more advanced," or like, and I could feel in me this like desire to maintain this image, even though I know that I am extremely vulnerable and have, heaps of stuff going on, and I'm not perfect in any way. But I felt, "Ooh, I'm coming off this way. Like, let's keep that up." And then afterwards, after the group, I felt it even more. I was like, why do I feel like now more competitive with these people and superior? And while it was happening, I was like, I don't want this. I don't like this. I don't want to be comparing, but it's happening. And
Mm.
I guess my question to you is, what's up with this desire to be superior
Mm.
and
Well, it feels good for a start, doesn't it? It's a bit like love. There's a feeling of elation, but if you buy into it, it can be very soul destroying for everyone around you.
Mm,
And it's another one of those things that it's like sadness or upset or anxiousness is this feeling of specialness. It's no different. It's just another thing that your mind has started this idea, and then you just go with the flow and just go, oh, I feel really good. But special is just being above everybody.
mm,
And that's for me where I feel is it's very sad because other people feel that around you.
mm,
Yeah, because you're not and you never are. And you never can be, just like you can't be below them, because if people talk about, oh, we're all one. Okay, people say that, but we're all the same. We are no different. When it comes right down underneath the specialness and the stories and everything like that, is this vibrational energy of life, animals included, plants included, the earth included, the air, everything. Probably getting a bit far out, is it? But we're all, there's no separation. You see, what you do when you do that is you're creating a separation, and there can never be a separation because there was never a separation in the first place. How can you physically, mentally, or emotionally separate yourself from absolutely anything except if your mind tells you that you can do that?
mm.
And there's an idea of superiority, of blocking them out, safety, fear. You do all those sorts of things because of those reasons. To feel better than, to feel less than, it's all the same thing. People are trying to get away from themselves.
Mm, mm. Yeah, I just had when you spoke about being less than, it's not just that I was feeling this better than I was then there was just also, as soon as there's better than, there's less than other people. there's just ranking and hierarchy, and it is an avoidance of what I truly am.
Hmm. It's avoidance of not wanting to be no one.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to add a career name or a mother or a husband or a brother or a lover or
Yeah.
a somebody.
Yeah. Yeah. Because without it, and I can feel it now, without any of those labels, it is kind of scary to just be no one, nothing.
It's great. And it doesn't mean that, there isn't a sense of joy or enthusiasm or excitement or anything like that. It doesn't mean that that doesn't happen in different circumstances, but it doesn't, it's not a thing. It happens for that moment and is gone. Whereas special can continue and grow and become something, someone.
Mm. Okay. Everything you said will probably need to simmer for a bit, because when you were saying, is this a bit far out? It's like in that moment, when I'm sitting in the circle with all these people, I do feel moments of, what seems to be pure love and no separation. Like I want them to be well. I see that everyone is just like me, wanting to suffer less, and there's compassion. And then it's like something happens, and it's like the ego comes in and is like comparing again. So I guess like it's hard to reconcile what you say with almost like the practical day-to-day experience that I find myself in with other people. It's hard for me, say, if I'm with another person and I start to feel less than or better than, to go, oh no, wait, we're all one.
Oh, no, you don't deflect. No, so if you're with somebody and you're feeling less than or better than them, that's something to go away and go and sit quietly and sit with in
Yeah.
that moment. Say, excuse me, I've just got to go, and go away and go and sit down and have the experience of feeling less than or more than. What does that feel like? What's the experience in here? What's
Mm.
going on for you? Because otherwise it'll just happen with the next person or the next person. Don't go, oh no, we're all the same, because you're not feeling that we're all the same. Your mind is trying to tell you, oh no, Bart, hang on. I
Yeah.
remember somebody told me we're all the same. But you're not having that experience.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And people get hooked on that. And yeah, and I understand that they're trying to reach that point, but until you're not someone, you can't say that.
Mm.
Because while there's still somebody there, somebody's going to have a version of something.
Hmm. Mm. Thank you.
That's okay. My pleasure. Hmm.